Hey, it's Obi Chukwumah, Space and Equity. We're all about increasing assets and creating new space. Real bankers for real people. Here today to continue to break down bank language, decipher that. So we're going to focus on G, H, and I. G for guarantee. What is a loan guarantee? So you got to think of a loan on the commercial or business side is different than a personal loan. On a personal loan, you get a loan in your name, you repay it, or you don't, they take your asset. On the business side, your business itself is its own entity. It has a tax ID, it has an address, it has an operating agreement or bylaws, depending on how the company is structured. So it is responsible for payment. Perfect example, Space and Equity. We took a trip to Miami for networking, consultation, future business. It was a business trip. The hotel stay was paid on a credit card, a business credit card. It was the name of the business, so that doesn't report to my personal credit. It reports to the business, but I guarantee it, I sponsor it because that business entity didn't even start until April of 2021. It's a baby business. It needs somebody to back it up. I'm the backup or guarantee. So as we make money in the business, I just saw my QuickBooks, made some money. That type of money will then go down to pay this short-term loan. If for some reason the business doesn't pay its credit card debt, then I as a guarantor is responsible for that payment. So G for guarantee. Then you have H. A lot of the deals that we do are real estate related, in some cases development. Well, if you think about real estate, you got all this real estate around us. You have some multifamily behind me. You have some retail and warehouse offices behind me. You have large skyscrapers. Before those vertical buildings and structures went up, there had to be horizontal development. This used to be raw land. This raw land had to be developed what we call horizontally, meaning they put roads in there. They made sure that we have lighting for the area. We have electricity in this area. We have water sources. We have city water that goes into these buildings. So all the bathrooms, all the kitchens, they have water. That's the horizontal development. So when you hear a banker talking about a development deal and who's doing the horizontal, that's what they're referring to, making sure there's roads in there, there's water, there's electricity. Then the last thing we'll talk about is the indebtedness. Indebtedness. Though it's right there in the word, your indebtedness is how much debt you have, the level of debt you have. Do you have $10 million in debt because you have some commercial real estate on your portfolio, long-term debt? Do you have $100,000 in short-term debt, meaning stuff like credit cards that you should pay off on a regular basis and then reuse and recycle, should be paid off in a year or less? That is what we call short-term debt. So you've learned about guarantees, you've learned about horizontal development, and you've learned about indebtedness. Come correct, and they can't stop you.